Amazonia is a critical player in the carbon balance of our planet for several reasons. First, it's a major reservoir of carbon stored in the trees of 5.5 million square kilometers with about 150 tons of carbon per hectare. So it's a huge pool of carbon. And any disturbance in this pool of carbon, positive or negative, can make certainly a big change in the global CO2 concentrations. So basically the Amazon forest can act as a source or can act as a sink of CO2. As a sink because as being in a tropical region, lots of radiation, lots of water vapor, photosynthesis is extremely intense, so it has a very strong metabolism for absorbing CO2 from the atmosphere through photosynthesis. As a source of carbon, lots of deforestation are still going on. Besides it's being severely reduced, but deforestation is a source of carbon to the global atmosphere, and the balance between source and sink is a very delicate balance that depends on climatological effects, depends on how much dry the air is, how much precipitation you get, and also on public policies, on deforestation rates and issues like that. It's very difficult to determine if the Amazon basin is a source or a sink of CO2. Several reasons for that. First, the extent of the forest is 5.5 million square kilometers, is almost the size of Europe, and most of it is still untouched. 88% of the original forest is still like it was thousands of years ago. And to monitor the functioning of this ecosystem is not a trivial task for a country like Brazil. So basically we wanted to know in LBA is how the Amazonian ecosystem functions by itself and how it will be perturbed by human activity that are ongoing in Amazonia, including deforestation, the changes from forests to soybean plantations in part of Amazonia, the natural disturbances, and how is the effect of climate change on the Amazonian forest structure, and many, many critical issues for the future of our planet. So basically, in terms of the LB experiment, we are planning several large-scale experiments in the next 5 to 10 years, including aircraft, including installation of new monitoring towers, including new approaches, like try to measure how much CO2 is evaded from the aquatic system in Amazonia. So we are trying several different approaches on try to basically answer the question on how can you better constrain the carbon budget in Amazonia, and this is critically important for the future of climate change. So Amazonia is a very sensitive region, so in terms of climate change, so changes in 2 or 3 degrees in temperature and reduction in rainfall can make a huge effect on the carbon balance of the ecosystem, and we are designing experiments on try to understand what controls the carbon balance in Amazonia.